Okay, all of you that are running online businesses, you need to hear this. You genuinely do not have a real business. You just have a really high paying side hustle. And this side hustle is probably going to die in the next 6 to 12 months. I'm not even exaggerating. I don't care if you're making a 50K, 100K, 200K a month. This applies to you because I haven't seen a single person out there online with a real business that actually scales for decades and decades to come. Now, you hearing that might have pissed you off because you're like, who the hell is this guy? Why is he telling me this? I've never heard of anyone go from 100K to $0 a month. Like, that's just so stupid. This is never going to happen to me. Well, two things. My name is Yusuf. I made over $1 million in profit for myself before the age of 18, and I made $20+ million for my clients. So I would like to assume that I'm more than qualified to talk about this stuff. Additionally, I've seen so many people actually go from 100K to $0 a month and actually have to go work a W-2 and a minimum wage job in order to keep ends meet and to actually pay the bills. The reason why you never hear about this is because why would anyone ever come online, turn on the camera, turn on their lighting, and sit down and be like, hey guys, I went from making all this money and being this hotshot, selling you all this courses and mentorships and all this stuff, selling you all this stuff, and now I'm back to zero. They're never ever going to do that. They're going to hold on to their glory days. They're going to hold on to them making this much money because it's never beneficial for them to come out and say, hey guys, like I never actually was able to make any of this last. And the reason why all the guys that are selling you mentorships and courses and all this stuff, the reason why they never share this with you is because simply that is how the whole model works. Their goal is to essentially teach you the tactic that's going to get you through the next 6 to 12 months, make you a little bit of results. They'll get your case study testimonial, and then they'll use that to funnel more people in. That's how the whole system works. Now, how does a real business actually look like? When we look at the biggest businesses of this decade, businesses like Amazon and Apple, these guys, they have a real system in place where it doesn't rely on one person or one group of people. So let me ask you this question. The key people in your business right now, if let's just say, God forbid, something happens to them, they get sick tomorrow, they decide to leave for a competitor, whatever, something happens, something just changes, and all of a sudden, everything that you once knew about your business disappeared. You are now the only one working, and you have to operate everything on your own. Can you do that? Can you realistically do that? Do you know who you're going to hire? Do you know how you're going to hire them? Do you have a process in place to train them so that you're back to working as efficiently? Probably not. You don't have any of these things. So what I want you to think about, what I want you to start thinking about, and this is what no one's going to tell you to talk about, because quite frankly, no one's thinking this. All these online business gurus, there's two types of people. There's the online business guys, the guys who stay stuck in the, oh, what business model do you run? Oh, what agency offer do you run? Oh, you run an info offer for info trading creators? And then there's the people who actually become real entrepreneurs, who become people who invest in like infrastructure, in real life infrastructure, who have, $100 million yachts. The only people who ever make it are the people who start building real businesses. So what you need to think about is building systems that outlast you. Meaning you need to essentially be able to operate your business without you being involved in the business. You hear this all the time. I know everyone says this, but how does it actually look like in actual application? There's two parts of it. There's the deliverable part to it, and then there's the human part. So the deliverable part is actually very simple. What you need to do is you need to essentially have an entire process mapped out from when someone is an absolute stranger to someone paying you that money and becoming a paying customer, and then delivering the service or the product to them. And you need to be able to build a real system that actually can handle thousands, if not millions of customers. Because the one crucial thing, the one change, the difference between being an online money kid, online business kid, and being a real entrepreneur who builds businesses that last for decades is this one thing. Every single day that you wake up, you're not thinking about how can I make more money? You're thinking about this one thing, which is how can I make more impact on people? How can I impact more people's lives? When you're thinking this way, you're always going to be wanting to think of different ways that you can help more people and actually innovate in whatever it is that you're doing. You're not waiting for the next trend on how to acquire more customers or the next trend on how to run Facebook ads so that you can get a lower cost of acquisition. You're not thinking about this stuff. You're not waiting for this stuff. You're actually innovating. I want to just ask you this. The people that you look up to online on YouTube, do you really think they're out here just waiting for their mentor to tell them about the next method on what they should do in order to go to the next level? No, of course not. They're going to the next level themselves. And so you can either wait, you can always be one step behind of all the people online on YouTube talking about all this content, or you can actually choose to follow your own path, find your own path and learn yourself. You learn the principles of all of these things. You learn the principles of acquisition, how to acquire customers. You learn the principles of how to actually close customers and sales and deals. You learn the principles of how to actually deliver a really good service, a really good product, and obsess over having a really good product over everyone else. And that is how you build a real business. The second part is the human aspect of it. So the people who work with you, do you have a system so that you're able to hire 100 people like your best talent right now? The best person, think of the best, I want you to think right now, best person that you've ever hired. Do you have a system that you're able to find 100 people like him, so that if for whatever reason tomorrow we decide to expand the business, we want to go from making $1 million a year to 10 million a year, do you have a system to go ahead and replicate that? If you don't, then you need to start thinking about that. You need to start thinking about, how do you actually attract talent like this? How do you keep a talent like this? What's a good compensation strategy so that they're able to grow and they're incentivized to actually grow your business, not just be another employee? And this is especially hard as online entrepreneurs, because everyone in the online entrepreneur space, you've probably experienced this, where you hire someone and they have that entrepreneurship spirit to them, and they want to essentially learn stuff from you or take the money from your business, your company, working with you, and then going ahead and taking it to apply to their own thing, to their own mission. So how do you attract people who actually have that entrepreneurship spirit to them, but they still want to grow your business instead of starting their own thing, because they believe that with you, they're able to reach so much more and they're able to feel a lot more fulfilled than just starting their own thing? Another thing on top of that is, do you have good training resources? So I don't want you to just call a Notion document, oh, these are my SOP docs and they're able to learn off a few Loom videos. That is not how that works. Real companies, I want you to like think of real companies like Amazon and Apple. All these people have probation periods. They have literally 2 weeks where the person doesn't even like, some companies, obviously depends, right? Some people get paid, some people don't. But for even up to like a month or 2 months or even up to 3 months, they literally just are there just to be trained. They're just trying to emulate the thing that is being put there. A lot of you guys, and I've seen this firsthand, a lot of you guys literally would just like hire someone and they're just going to give them the ropes to everything that is that they do, and then they're expecting, oh, this guy should absolutely print massively and he's going to handle clients and he's text clients and he's going to do all this stuff. Obviously not. You just handled someone something and they don't even know how to build it. It's like giving someone a bunch of Legos and then expecting them to build like a whole Lego set. It obviously isn't going to work that way. Now listen, the whole reason why I'm making a video like this and I'm actually posting on this channel as much as I possibly can is because my aim is to help people actually create legacies with their business. I'm not trying to help people make 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand for the next 6 months and just like dip and make a lot of money and just f off like everybody else. My goal is to actually help people who have a lot of potential. You have a lot of potential inside of you. You don't need to be another online money kid. Be my guest. Be the guy with the Lamborghini or the SVJ or whatever, the private jet LARPing videos on your Instagram. Like, we don't need another one of these people. That's not what this channel is for. This channel is for people who actually want to create an impact and create a legacy over the next 10, 20, 30 plus years, who actually will change humanity. And these are the people who actually end up becoming billionaires, who money isn't even like an object for them anymore. Like, there's like the online money rich, and then there's like really rich. So if that is something that you are interested in, click the first link down below. It's something exactly like that. And I also want you to watch another video, because the more videos that you watch, the stronger this message is going to get.